And it is time to get the tan on. I actually get a lot of questions on how to do the DIY tan. So I'm going to do a little step-by-step on do's and don'ts when it comes to self-tan. First and foremost, do make sure you have enough self-tanner. Each kit comes with a base tan and a dark competition tan. You're going to decide what color best suits your skin. I only use the dark competition tan color now. I'll do one coat and then I'll let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes. Then I put on a second coat, and that is the night before show. Tan has been applied. You can't tell. Some people might actually have to start applying earlier in the week, depending on your skin complexion. Every single person is going to be different in this regard. Before that happens, you do want to make sure about 2 weeks before your show day, you start exfoliating every single day. That would be a good salt or sugar-based scrub. You're going to scrub everywhere. You can also get a back scrubber so that you can make sure you exfoliate your back as well. If you're in a class like bikini or wellness where your hair is covering your back, not as big of a deal, but for the other categories and men too, you do want to make sure you exfoliate your back. Another do when it comes to the self-tan is making sure you have clean skin before you apply it. So I just showered, no lotion, no deodorant, it's just clean skin. I shaved 2 days ago to make sure that the pores are closed up. So that's a mistake I've heard many people do, is they shave or get a wax the day before they're gonna apply their tan. That's a big no-no because your pores are gonna be open and you have a higher risk of getting ingrown hairs and also getting an infection, and you might get some blackheads or red bumps coming up. I actually don't put lotion on the day before either, unless my skin is extremely dry, to make sure that the tan is gonna soak in properly. I always start at the bottom, working my way up. So starting with the feet, the legs, moving in a circular or a long stroke motion. I never go horizontally because when the judges are looking at you, they're looking from lower levels upward. So if you're working your way up and doing a rotational movement, that's gonna help your coat be more even when the judges are looking at you. Another pro tip is wear gloves. Using just latex gloves when you apply the tan, especially if you're doing it yourself, not having a partner or a friend do it. You don't want to ruin your nails, especially if you're going to get a manicure done or you're doing your own manicure. So when it comes to the process, step by step, you're going to mix the base coat, whether you're doing the dark competition or the base. I put in a little plastic Tupperware. From there, I start at the bottom and start with a little on the sponge. You never know. You don't want it to be blotchy, so a little goes a long way. You start with a little and you can always layer on more. Use a mirror to make sure you don't miss any spots. Make sure you have good lighting. For your back, I actually use this back application that I can literally reach the middle of my back with and let it dry. You want to dry it with air. I don't usually use an air dryer. If you go get a tan done from a professional tanner, they might use a blow dryer or a fan. Not a big deal either way. You just need it to air dry. And you're going to apply the second coat. A good question I get is, do I apply it to my face? No. You can apply it up to your neck. I highly recommend doing your makeup, not putting tan on your face. It's really difficult to get off, especially. But yeah, I use the Protan do-it-yourself. I've used Liquid Sunrays as well. Both are good products. Honestly, it depends on your skin type and pigmentation on what is going to be best for you. Every person responds differently to the different types of tans.